All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. This is going to be a quick video on how all the governments of this world, excuse me, all the governments of this world, right, have got a plan to be able to track every single person on this earth, man, all the citizens of their communities and the societies that they've made. They want to be able to track and control every single person that lives in their society, man, lives in the communities that they are in charge of, right, that they've made off the backs of the people. They want to be able to know everything that people are up to, man. And the main way that they're going to be able to control all of these people is with the thing that is mentioned in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 to verse 17, which some people don't want to accept what it actually is, right? And you've got these scoffers like Vocab Malone, right? And who claim to believe in the Bible, right? Yet he hasn't told his congregation of people that follow after him, he ain't told them what to expect, that they shouldn't take, because he's tried to say it's not a physical thing. So he's spending all his time trying to prove that we aren't Israelites, right? But then when it comes to prophecies that everyone that's a Bible believer should be waiting on, he ain't even got a certain doctrine of what he thinks that is. He hasn't got a concrete belief on what he thinks the Charagma is. But he's so certain that we ain't Israelites, man. And this guy's a joke, right? Somebody that's just following after Vocab Malone, trying to learn what the scriptures is saying. All they're going to hear about every 20 seconds is that black people ain't Israelites. But after you say that, then what else? What else you going to say, man? Okay, we ain't Israelites. Who are the Israelites then? Who are? All those people in the land of Israel? Will explain why they ain't doing the things that the people that are in America doing in it. Explain why they don't talk about none of those same verses. Explain why they always want to try and talk about the Talmud. Explain that. Explain why they don't believe that the Messiah even came yet, which would mean that the prophecy that's mentioned in Daniel the 9th chapter, that timeline was not fulfilled according to what they're saying. It's a joke, man. But anyway, on the Chinese social credit system, I came across this video, right? And what they've got is a system where they can geolocate the citizens, man, through facial recognition, through cameras, right? And it just shows that when they activate, when they make it mandatory to take that Charagma, man, which is the micro C hip, right? Take the word micro, write it down, take the letter C, write that down, and take the word hip, HIP, and write that down, and push all those letters together to make one word, and you will understand what I'm trying to say. But I can't say it the way I would want to say it, because there used to be a time where you could talk like that, but that time's gone now. And if you say it straight up, right, that video gets taken down, even if it didn't even get viewed by one person, man. And I've had that happen. The video didn't have no views. The channel didn't even have even 5 subscribers, right? And the video got taken down off the internet, man, because the information is too heavy to be put out there like that. Because people don't want people hearing this information, man. So let me go to the scripture. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16, which is the micro C hip, and the cause of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a Charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the Charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Now, if people are wondering why I'm reading the word mark for Charagma, well, that's because that's the word for Charagma the word for mark in Greek, which the word Charagma means a cutting or an incision in the flesh. And when you look up the micro C hip, IM plant, you will see that that is exactly what they do with that. And it can be used to buy and sell. It can be used as a tracking device also, as well as having the same features of buying and selling. It can be used to put medical data on, make medical information on there. It can be used for many things, right? It can be used as a drugs. It can secrete drugs or in through someone's system over a certain amount of years. It's got many uses, man. Several uses. Several uses does this thing have. Yet people don't want to accept that this thing would be a Bible prophecy. And you've got, like I said before, you've got scoffers like Vocab Malone that want to try and say, oh, this ain't that or this ain't this. But what has he got to say about this, man? What has he got to say about a world that could be coming to where he lives, right? Where
to geolocate those around you,
this,
as well as facial scans and real ID verification.
Look at that. They've got kids trying to get into another city, another part of the city, and they've got a scanner that scans their face. So all these people are on that system. But you've got scoffers like Vocab Malone that ain't warning the people that follow after him. He ain't saying nothing about this. Right? He ain't saying nothing about that, man. And for once, he brought a so-called J-Wish person onto his channel and then was speaking to them about certain things, but he didn't ask them the same things that he asked us. He just accepted that he's the part of the chosen and was having them come up and say all these different things and all these different customs that are not in the Bible, by the way. He was having them talk all the, oh, it's mutzvot and all this, it's musvet and all this, making up all this Yiddish stuff, right? Trying to make out like these are customs of the script of the scriptures, right? But here's the thing: those things that he was saying, you can't find them in the Torah. So those are made up, look, your own customs, man. Those are made up things. And when he was talking to that guy, he was trying to talk to that guy as if he is an Israelite, but then it's a joke, man. Because that same guy was trying to say, oh, there's no need for prophets no more, which is not true. Because all the prophets that you find out about in the scriptures, right, they used to do it the way how the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans are coming with it. But he's trying to say you don't need to do that. It's a joke, man. But when these people are, because these people are racist and hate our guts, they'd be prepared for anyone to say that they're Israelites instead of us. If Somalians came out tomorrow, right, if 50% of all of Somalia came out and said that we're Israelites, right, there wouldn't be no questions asked about that. They'd be like, yeah, they are. They're the Falasha, right? But there ain't no classification of Israelite that these people want to fit us into. They don't want to say, oh, we're Sephardic mans, we're Hasidic mans. They don't want to say none of that. They ain't trying to fit, oh, these could be, or maybe these black people are the tribe of Dan. They don't want to try and put us in nowhere. They don't want to give us a grave, you know? They ain't trying to make us lie in graves, man. They don't want to give us a nationality that we can say, this is us. So they ain't trying to say, oh, you know what? Maybe all of these so-called black people, Negroes, and Native Americans are some of the lost tribes. They don't want us to be anything to do with the scriptures, man. They ain't trying to say that we're any. They ain't saying, you know what? Maybe some of them are Ephraim, or maybe at least one or two of them are Levi. You know, they're saying they ain't them, and then they'll complain about the 12 tribe sign, right? And say, oh, how can they say that these people are Ephraim or Levi? Well, how about you say who they are then? How about you say who the 12 tribes are? Because it's very easy to say what someone is saying ain't true. But it takes a lot more skill to say what it is. Anyone can say, oh, that's the wrong answer. That's the wrong answer. What's the right answer then? How about that, man? How about you and your people wearing them circle hats on their head get together and say who the lost tribes are then? Go tribe by tribe. Who are they? Because if you can't say who they are, then how can you with such strength and conviction try and say that these people are not them? It doesn't make any sense, man. You people are jokers, man. And when this system gets brought over to America, all of these kind of things, a lot of you people are going to take it, man. And that's good. That's good. It's going to be good when you people take it, man. When these cities get locked down and you people can't go nowhere. right? It's going to be beautiful, man, because you people have been proud, man. 2 chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And that's what's going to cause, it's going to be that charagma. The city's getting locked down. That's going to cause for a lot of you proud people, man, that have been scoffing against the Israelites to go through this, man. And you're going to take it because you're going to want the same comfort that you have now, right? That you've been going around gallivanting all over the cities, being able to eat at the most extravagant places, 10-course starter menus and all that. Yeah, living it up, man. £100 plates, 50,000, spending up money all these places, man. Having a desire to go to all these places, traveling abroad, living that vlog life. You know, man. All you in real life streamers, all you people, man. You're gonna want to have that same form of glory, and you're gonna take things, man, in order to maintain that. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with a sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. A whole lot of hell is coming to all you proud people, man. And all you people that want to listen to people because they got some fame and fortune, right? But then when a man that's poor says the same things or even goes into even more detail, you don't want to hear them. A lot of you people are going to get it too, man. And you're going to take that micro C-hip and you're going to get destroyed, man. Because the Lord don't like how you are respecters of persons like that. Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and receive his image. So it weren't with no quiet voice. This is a heavy warning, man. Right? That's why it's a loud voice, because it's a heavy warning. Meaning this ain't no, oh, softly spoken, you can repent if you do. No, if you do this, you're done. And receive his charagma in his forehead or in his hand. So don't try and think you're slick. Oh, well, I had it in my left hand, but Revelation says in the right hand, so I've skipped that. No. Don't think, oh, if I pull it in my toe, then I'm all right. Don't think, oh, if I pull it in my wrist, then I'm nice. Nah. If you take it, you're done for, man. And if you're so proud that you want to risk that, that's on you, man. But I wouldn't take that risk if I was you. Verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You're done for if you do that. And a lot of people are going to, right? There's a lot of people that are going to start trying to fake turn to the Lord, right? For a short time. Just so that people that have followed them can end up turning to the Lord for real, right? And end up coming across the Israelites that speak in the Bible for real. But a lot of people ain't going to make it, man. They've been all up dwelling in the world, enjoying their time, man. And then they think that they can try and come to the Lord and try and think that they don't come into the Lord, into following after the Lord in the entry level. They'll think they start at the top. And Yahweh's going to get a lot of these people, man. If they try and think they can fake turn to him, man. And I'm going to end the lesson there. Don't take the charagma of the beast, man. Which is the micro C-hip. Shalom.